Hi everyone, I'm Jen. I wanted to do a follow-up on the thing with the nose. I've had lots of unexplainables happen to me before the Mandela effect, and one of them included I walked into a Chinese restaurant. It was really more of there were a couple tables, but basically you just order the food at the counter and then you bring it home. And I walked in and I had this huge smell of gas, and everyone else was acting like everything was normal, but I mean it was so strong. And I asked the customers next to me as I was walking in, no one smelled anything, and it was like I was the weird one as usual. And I go to the counter and these two teenagers handling the orders, and I just couldn't even start ordering because I wanted them to check the pilot lights on their equipment. And they couldn't smell anything, but they appeased me. But I felt like they just did a cursory look, without really looking. So when they came back and said everything's fine, I still smelled it. So I became the annoying customer and I asked to speak with management. And the owner was their grandfather. So they got him from the back, and he did not speak English, so they had to translate, and I explained that I smelled something. So he was very respectful and looked, and he really did look at the equipment, because the way it was set up, it was the front room, the counter, and then you could see where they cooked and everything. But he came back and he said everything was fine. The problem was, and I can talk more about unexplainables later, but there's usually a check off, like it's done, and I didn't get that with this one. I still smelled it and it just felt wrong in my body. So I then said, is there another equipment? Is there another room or something? So the teenagers translated it, and he went to the back room, and he came back and he did the deepest bow to me. And closed his eyes, and it turns out that there was this one equipment they use once a week that the pilot light went out, and they don't go there, I guess, I don't know, often. So anyhow, every time I went back to that little Chinese place, he always bowed to me. But it got me thinking, I did not grow up with any religion. So when I saw my first spirit, yeah, I see dead people. I was age 31. I'm 54 now. So it was not scary at all because it was my Grandma Jones, and a nanny that I ended up calling Grandma Jones. And so that was the beginning of me of starting a whole sample tray of unexplainables. But I'm wondering if some of this is related to the Mandela effect, because maybe a future me on a certain timeline knew that the pilot light would blow up something, and I went back. I always wanted to do good. I still want to do good. And if the Mandela effect gives us any heads up or access to go in and do good and help turn someone's bad experience good or something, I don't know, too much power comes with that. But I don't know, it just got me thinking. I'm rambling, but I just wanted to say there's a part 2 to the nose. All right, love you, bye.